Okay guys, welcome back to episode WNIN. Today we'll be focusing on Spotify. Spotify has actually done something good for once. Wow, very shocking. I'm skeptical too, as always. Before we get started, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you're new here if you want to stay up to date. So Spotify actually decided to remove a ton of AI generated songs, apparently like 75 million of them. Yeah, I'm very skeptical, especially after we had seen music recently blow up on Spotify that was AI generated. For those of you who don't remember, that was the Velvet Sundown. If you want to check out those videos, I will link them down in the description. Yeah, it was very concerning because it seemed like they were getting supported directly by Spotify. Now, what does this mean for people that are half generating with AI and half not generating with AI and using regular production? I don't know, but I'm assuming all completely AI generated stuff is just going to get thrown to the fire, which is really good news for us that make music, because basically that means we're going to make more money and there's going to be more opportunities for us. I am very skeptical though, because Spotify benefits way too much from AI generated music, especially if they're the ones to generate it. But anyways, let's check out what they have to say here. This comes directly from Spotify's newsroom. Spotify strengthens AI protections for artists, songwriters, and producers. Recent advances in generative AI technology have felt quick and at times unsettling, especially for creatives. Very true. At its best, AI is unlocking incredible new ways for artists to create music and for listeners to discover it. At its worst, AI can be used for bad actors and content farms to confuse or deceive listeners and push slop into the ecosystem. I know nothing about slop. I would never make slop. You're not engaging in slop right now, by the way. Just because I post daily or almost daily does not make it slop, all right? I put in a lot of work. Did you buy that? Do you think they bought that? And interfere with authentic artists working to build their careers. That kind of harmful AI content degrades the user experience for listeners and often attempts to divert royalties to bad actors. I think they should completely remove anything that's AI generated, except for people that are using AI to generate samples. Well, I don't even think that's quite allowed, technically. I don't see the issue if you're being creative with it. They want to aggressively protect against the worst parts of generative AI in order to enable the potential for artists and producers. They envision a future where artists and producers are in control of how or if they incorporate AI into their creative processes. And as always, we leave those creative decisions to artists themselves while continuing our work to protect them against spam, impersonation, and deception. This is where they're focusing their policy work today. Improved enforcement of impersonation violations, good. A new spam filtering system, good. AI disclosures for music with industry standard credits. I guess you have to disclose if your music is AI generated. When you're listening to a song, it'll say somewhere that AI was used in order to make it. It generally seems like the people that listen to AI music don't know they're listening to AI music. So if they were notified, they would most likely not be listening to it unless they really, really like the song, which is probably not the case 99% of the time. The impersonation rules. We've always had a policy against deceptive content, but AI tools have made generating vocal deepfakes of your favorite artists easier than ever before. Very true. I can go make a deep fake of Drake's voice right now, and I can go upload it. No one's going to stop me. Do I want to do that? No. So do some people want to do that? Yeah. So they've introduced a new impersonation policy that clarifies how they handle claims about AI voice clones. Vocal impersonation is only allowed in music on Spotify when the impersonated artist has authorized the usage. Oh my God, wait, they're actually fixing the thing. Dude, they're fixing the thing. This is really good. This is really good news, guys. We're also ramping up our investments to protect against another impersonation tactic. Where uploaders fraudulently deliver music, AI generated or otherwise, to another artist's profile across streaming services. We're testing new prevention tactics with leading artist distributors to equip them to better stop these attacks from the source. On our end, we'll also be investing more resources into content mismatch process, reducing the wait time for review and enabling artists to report mismatch even in the pre-release state. This is really good news because this has been one of the biggest complaints for a really long time. People can just upload music to your profile. All they have to do is say they collabed with you, and then Spotify's like, sure, that sounds good to me. There's no liars out there. I don't see why anyone would lie about this. I don't see why anyone would be delusional and think they collabed with you when they didn't. A music spam filter. The issue being total music payouts on Spotify have grown from 1 billion to 10 billion. But big payouts entice bad actors. Spam tactics such as mass uploads, duplicates, SEO hacks, artificially short track abuse, and other forms of slop have become easier to exploit as AI tools make it simpler for anyone to generate large volumes of music. True. So what they're adding is a new music spam filter this fall, a system that will identify uploaders and tracks engaging in these tactics, tag them, and stop recommending them. That's awesome. That sounds really awesome. I just hope it doesn't malfunction and tag the wrong people, but that's good. They need to stop pushing people that are cheating the system. We want to be careful to ensure we're not penalizing the wrong uploader, so we'll be rolling out the system conservatively over the coming months and continue to add new signals to the system as new schemes emerge. Like I said, Spotify's doing something good for once. So if this is not unchecked, it can dilute the royalty pool. I believe I already talked about this. I don't even need to read the thing here. That's basically the issue. It will dilute the royalty pool, and basically legitimate artists will be paid less money because of it. And that's basically what's been happening for at least a year now, probably longer than that. AI disclosures for music with industry standard credits. So the issue is that many listeners want more information about what they're listening to and the role of AI technology in the music they stream. So basically they're trying to introduce an approach for AI transparency, and they want to do it in a way that's more specific, that's not just AI or not AI. I guess like you're going to clarify how you used AI, and then the listeners will be able to see that. Because YouTube has done this, but they basically just, it's kind of like a broad stroke thing where it's like, did you use AI or not? And it's like, well, I mean, what if I use AI for one picture here, you know? And it's like just to like fill in the spaces or something, you know? Like, it isn't, not all generative AI is like insanely awful. You know, there's a big difference between generating a dick pic of someone and like, I don't know, like fixing a picture that's not sexual in any way and is really just about cleaning up the picture. So they're helping develop and support the new industry standard for AI disclosures and music credits. The information will be submitted through labels, distributors, and music partners, and it'll be displayed in the Spotify app. And the standard will give artists and rights holders a way to clearly indicate where and how AI played a role in the creation of a track. This is good. This is good because I think if you use a little bit of AI generation, I don't really see a problem with it. If it's completely generated with AI, kind of a big issue, you know, especially when you're botting the tracks like Velvet Sundown and pushing it to the front face of the algorithm. And apparently it's not about punishing artists who use AI responsibly or downranking tracks for disclosing information about how they were made. I feel like there may be some conspiracy about this though, and people will not properly disclose it because of that. I could definitely see that being something in our near future. So yeah, I guess this is about just cleaning up the platform. I mean, I don't really have a problem with this. I feel like this may be the first good thing Spotify has done in a really long time for artists, if ever. This may be the only thing they've ever done that was good for artists. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new here, and consider watching this playlist here with more music and music production news. It's ranked from newest to oldest, so you can get everything that you've missed recently there. I'll see you guys next time.